Hey there, everybody. Happy Wednesday, I think. Okay, cool. Looks like my audio levels are fine. Yeah, no, it's Wednesday, halfway through the week. Pretty excited. Because next week I will be on holiday. My family and I are traveling to visit with family and friends, and yeah, it's always nice to see loved ones you haven't seen in a while. I guess speaking of things you haven't seen in a while, I've been gone. Well, no, I've been gone 24 hours. So yeah, you've probably seen plenty of me. So let's flip this over. Hey, everybody. I am Joshua. This is the Delver weekdaily development stream. And let me think. I've been doing this streams for over a year now. Well over a year. Hey, Victor. How the heck are you, sir? Um, yeah, and like we've committed to on Delver, like calling like a code freeze, feature complete kind of thing on Thanksgiving. So after Thanksgiving, there will be no more streams, which is kind of sad to see this little series go, but it's been really cool. But I'm Joshua, and behind my head here is the website delvergame.com. Delver is a fantasy dungeon crawler with first-person shooter, roguelike, and RPG elements. We are currently available on early access on Steam for $7.99. You can support us by buying it there. We will be raising the price once the final version comes out. And for us, the final version, like I said, it will be feature complete on Thanksgiving. And when we release, not quite sure. It doesn't necessarily mean that we will be releasing immediately once we're done. Usually, it's nice in development process to have a little bit of a sanity check, give stuff time to bake. So it will be probably likely after that. If you like Humble, we like Humble too. There's a widget down the page a little bit. You can pay, the $7.99 as well. You also get a Steam key. I mentioned Steam twice because Steam is the most up-to-date build. The other builds are out of sync by maybe a couple of years at this point in time. So once we release the final version to Steam, we will update our other platforms to include Humble, Android, and potentially iOS. We'd like to get iOS, but that's a future Joshua and Chad problem. Yeah, so there are two of us working on it. It's a passion project. We work on this in our free time, our spare time. Basically, whenever people spend time with family and friends, we carve a little bit of the time off to work on our game because we love it. And you don't stick with something for 5 years if you don't really like believe in it and are passionate about it. Okay, so that's enough about Delver. Why don't I just show you what Delver is? Why don't we just jump right into it? I think that's always a nice, good way to get warmed up. So how is everybody? Looks like Victor and Tengu and Dakota are in chat. Mazonix. Hey everybody. So last night I was at a developer meetup in Seattle, and hopefully a few of those folks there show up as well. Let's do this. Go. I'm also playing with my 360 controller, again, because this has been vastly improved for the final release. So our gamepad support is very, very playable now. Not perfect, but it works quite well. Right, let's do this. I'll probably just suicide and start a new run just to kind of talk people through the process. So die. Cool. All right, so whenever you start a new run, you start up here in the campfire area of Delver, just outside the main dungeon. There are some folks here that you can interact with. Mostly to buy a little bit of starting gear if you like. There's a doggo here you can pet. And yeah, let's get into the dungeon and mix it up a little bit. Hey Chad, how the heck are you? So yeah, Cuttigan in chat there is the other developer on Delver. Yeah, I'm just playing a little bit. I think my plate is starting to get pretty clean. I think all those level up cards I was working on are done, which is nice. I think I have maybe one piece of ring art and I think maybe the bow, and that's all the art on my end that I need to have done, which is pretty crazy. I may still take some time just to do little improvements here and there. Ooh, let's steal that one. Nice. Trap room navigated, and I something died, so I got credit for it. So let's what do I want? Health, speed, or magic? Speed. Speed is what I want. Go fast. There's somebody up there. I'll go get him. I'll go find him. Oh, are they coming for me? That was somebody else. Yeah, it is somebody else. Okay, can't fool me. Well, you probably can. All right. Just raid these rooms real quick. Ooh, 2 to 4. I don't think it's as good as my dagger currently. Hey, Louis Carl. Thank you for stopping in. 2 to 5, -4 speed. No thanks. I like my speed how it is. Thank you. I need to close the gap on this Joker. Actually, I could just whoop. So I could try to blast back there and kill everybody in that room, and smash everything in the room too. In the process, that's a way to do it. Right? Can I do my doom jump trick? Not worth it. Keep going. Hey, Dr. Kegel. This is that cool little outside area where the dungeons kind of collapsed a little bit. It's pretty darn cool. I like it. Let's go this way. These bushes you can smash, FYI. The last few times I've demoed the game, people don't seem to pick up on smashing the. Those are good pants. Smashing the bushes. I think Chad tries to tutorialize that a little bit inside the. Oh no! Okay, well that's a good enough intro. Yeah, let's just introduce a pixel art and just hang out. It's really nice being this close to being finished with the project. Quote finished. You know, there would still be a lot of support and other stuff to do, but having all the big stuff done is nice. So yeah, I also got this ring finished up yesterday. Yeah, so get this ring, the Survivor's ring with something on it, and finish up this Bow of Thorns, and I think that's all the art pieces I have left to do. Can't you place an almost broken box in front of a door in the tutorial area? People smash the boxes, they don't smash the bushes. Which is fine. The bushes really only are in a handful of areas, and it's not critical. But yeah, the crates people smash almost instinctively, like the pottery and the crates. People like on a reptile brain level know to smash those, which is funny. Oh hey Simon, thanks for popping in, man. How are you? All right, let's quit procrastinating and let's get this thing wrapped up. Also, real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me open maybe, and then I have no UI level up. Yeah, so these are all the cards that are I finally got finished, which feels nice. Yeah, so I definitely went with a tarot feel for them. So again, we have agility, which is about better range stuff and faster swing speed. We have speed. These are coming in weird orders, which is all about running and potions, because the stat increases actually subtly affect the drop system, which is fun. Magic is all about magic, doing more shots, etc. Health is about being able to take more damage, and that's all it is. So that's why it's about food and booze and chairs. Defense. So this one's kind of weird. I put a shield behind this barrel. It's the only overlapping piece of composition on my cards, but I think it's okay. So yeah, and you also find more defensive items to include like medallions and rings and stuff. Those are technically pieces of armor. So I wanted to kind of maybe hint at that with this card. And then yeah, this is the last one. This is attack. Again, it's kind of vanilla. It just has 2 swords and a campfire. So again, just trying to go with the tarot, kind of like just kind of like these symbols that kind of have some meaning, and hopefully with enough wiggle room for people to kind of interpret how they like. Yep. Simon, I did finish the special armor set. It is in game, and I also added the shield back because you astutely pointed out that I had forgotten it. So I added a little bit of room here on the sheet and shifted everything over. Yeah, so on my end, all I have to do is this ring and this bow, and then my art tasks are done. I will probably still continue doing work until our deadline, but it's nice to know that all the stuff on my end will be done. So it's the Bow of Thorns. Which makes me kind of want to do like a wooden look, but already a lot of the bows have a lot of wood, so I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks, Simon. Yeah, it's nice feeling. It's good to be this close. I could use purple, I suppose. I could lift the purple and gold theme and put it over here. Sure. It's a place to start, you know. Just copy that as I'm just gonna use this as a swatch to color pick. Is all I'm doing there. And I guess in the latest version of Photoshop, they changed how the move tool works, and I keep like I keep selecting multiple layers, which is weird. Cool. So let's just try to see. Like this one has like gold and purple, so maybe the inverse of that would be okay. So let me just really quickly, since the bow is symmetric, I'm just going to block out half of it, and then I can duplicate and flip it. So let's say these bits are gold, and these bits are purple, whatever that implies. Again, the sellout color, and then just add a little bit of this kind of fill color. Try to break up some of the banding if I can. Same thing for the gold colors here. All right. Yeah, and just trying to render this out. Hopefully it looks acceptable. Hey, Fizzer WL. Are you the gentleman that had the mobile Risk-like game? Yeah, last evening I went to a local Seattle game developer meetup because it's nice to chat with folks who are doing, you know, a similar thing, you know, share war stories, talk about projects, etc. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I remembered your handle because you were showing me that the demo game, and that was your handle in the demo game. So I was just assuming that you probably used it across the board. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I can't remember. Are you full-time indie or do you have a day job still? Like that kind of works, kind of. Then let's. Yeah. Yep. Oh, cool. Wow. Yeah, that's very brave. Nice. Now let me just make a selection here and then hide the marching ants and then just adjust. I typically do this sometimes just to find a nice, like when I'm introducing a new color. Maybe, I'm not sure, like I think in Delver I tend to, so as colors reach the brightest value or the darkest value, they tend to desaturate. And in Delver, the midtones tend to have the most saturation, is typically how I've done my coloring. So let's pull the saturation down a touch and then play with the hue shifting just to try to find a nice nice color. Usually I shift towards warm, I guess, is probably okay. Something like that may work. Cool. All right. I guess this is the dark color. Might as well use it. Yeah, I'm not super enthralled with this design so far, but I'm not trying. Like, I'm wondering, is it just is the bow too skinny? Like, I don't have enough room to um, like communicate, or what's going on? Hmm. So I almost feel like it should come in a little bit this direction. Let's try that. See how that fits. That's not. I think that's slightly better. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be. I don't know. The greatest thing in the world. Just has to work. Hey, thank you very kindly. That's very nice of you. Yeah, that's super kind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was not expecting that. I guess maybe next time I see you, I'll buy you a drink. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's dupe this and flip it and see uh, what it looks like. Okay, and just kind of nudge this into position. It looks okay. I want to add some material separation, maybe somewhere in the middle of the grip. I think it's because it's just a big chunk of yellow. So maybe adding some purple in there will help. I don't know. Let's try. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Something like that. Something like that. Like that's fine, I suppose. Yep. Welcome to the Joshua squinting at the monitor hour. Sometimes I feel like that's what my pixel art streams break down into, is me just squinting and making faces at the camera. Hopefully folks can don't mind that too much. That's working out okay-ish. I don't know. Yeah, again, I'm not super in love with it. But that, I mean, it might just have to be that might just be a fact of it, right? Like, might just have to make do with a design that's okay. But I still have time, so I can keep working on it. don't know if that helps. I don't think it's helping. Oh, not like that. Bigger monitor or glasses? So actually, the reason you squint is actually to make things smaller. So if I were to zoom way far out, and you want to just kind of look at the composition as a whole, but you can also do the same thing by squinting and blurring. Yeah. Thanks, Bozonix. That's kind of you to say. So yeah, so like actually a bigger screen would defeat the purpose of squinting my eyes. Again, it's try to make sure that it works at different, like as a whole, and not for me to like get crazy like into looking at just the pixels by themselves. It's interesting. Yeah, just something. I could try it. Let me just quickly render out the rest of the bow. I think I can merge that down. I think for the most part, this portion, the grip portion of the bow, doesn't change a lot. So I can let's grab my old lasso tool, just the old vanilla lasso tool. Let's drag a selection real quick and dirty. We'll duplicate it, and then we'll just kind of slide this down. Nope. See, the move tool is behaving badly, Adobe. Then Alt-Shift will duplicate and move at the same time, which is handy. There we go. Okay, so merge those down. Yeah, then I'll just quickly render out the rest of the bow, which is just purple, so it's not super bad. Or difficult, I should say. That would be a better term for it. And again, because of symmetry, I only have to render out, oh, pardon me, half. All right, and actually, let me go back through real quick and remove the banding, add the highlight. Okay, these little shiny bits. And because the bow's form is changing, I think it's okay to have the highlight change a little bit. I think that makes total sense. There we are. Marquee selection is just on its own layer. Uh-oh. There we go. Dang it. Okay, well, I can just do this then. Transform flip vertical. I mean, other like dedicated sprite art programs typically have these on hotkeys, which is super useful because flipping stuff vertically and horizontally is something you do relatively often. Okay, now let's just make a new layer. Then let's just paint this one in real quick. There we go. Okay. And again, when this is animated too, like these frames go by pretty quick, so I don't need to really scrutinize them too heavily. As long as the motion looks all right in game, then I will not sweat the details. Yeah, I guess something like that. Okay, let me actually Control-T, again, rotate and flip, transform flip vertical. I promise we'll be testing this very shortly. If you could just hang on, we'll get there. And then I'll get to archery stuff. Go. And then the last frame, and then I'll mask out the portions of the bow that we don't need to. That the arrow, the arrow should be sitting on top of the bow. Though interestingly enough, I have seen a compelling argument to indicate that maybe traditional archers may have also used may have drawn the arrow on the other side of the bow that we typically do these days. Oh, come on. Yeah, so awful. Okay. Not necessarily. The argument is even for right-handed archers, having the arrow on the right side of the bow makes reloading much faster, and that was their argument, which is interesting. And one archer had had demonstrated his ability to use that side of the bow, which is really cool to see. He's very fast. He could shoot arrows ridiculously fast. Hey, Michelle. Yeah. No, I've been doing streams over my lunch hour, typically of different projects, but because Delver is so close to being complete, I've just been pushing through and doing Delver streams. But I will probably get back to my random lunchtime projects here very shortly after we ship and after the holidays. The holidays kind of they make work a little tricky. I mean, I guess I do work from home and I can work from anywhere, but even still, there we go. So I think that's roughly okay. Let's just add a mask to this, and then just really quickly we'll just mask out the arrow bit and call it a day. Okay, I think that's it. Cool. Did I get no? I think that's all right. Okay, so let me just merge this. Wait, did I have a? Where's my? Okay, I think I got rid of that swatch bit because I don't want to. You just merge, save, and then let's spawn this bow in game and see what it looks like. Cool. Michelle was pixeling as well. I was going to ask for feedback to options of the Discord when I saw your status of streaming. Oh, I forgot to announce it. Let me. Yeah. So I guess I should say that I do have a Discord server, which is mostly just kind of covering my streaming activities, but also there's a channel on my server per project. So there's a Delver channel, and there's some of my past lunchtime streams. I have a Python package for Twitch integration that has a channel there. Cool. Let me see. Cool. Yeah. Feel free to post. Did you post there, Michelle? Yeah, you did. Beautiful. Yeah. Your game is looking very lovely. Cool. So yeah, so there's also a show and tell channel on my Discord server for my viewers who are very talented, and they show their development efforts or art or whatever they're working on. Cool. So again, I think this is the Bow of Thorns. So let me hit K and Rain. Nope. Okay, Uniques, and then it's the Bow of Thorns. Cool. Oh, I need to do the bowstring. Then K and ranged and arrows, because you have to have arrows for the bow to work. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. yeah, let me just let me fix up the bowstring and call it a day. Cool. We can make a new layer. Just grab the bowstring color. Kind of real quick, pick out the bowstring bits. Oh, nice. So I usually in Photoshop you can shift click to draw lines. I was just curious. Yeah, so trying to draw pixel perfect lines, it sometimes doesn't always redraw the line in the same fashion if you don't use the same two endpoints, which is to be expected. Okay. And then make a new layer. And then I'm gonna control click this one to get just the marching ants or the selection round, just the bowstring. I'll hide that. And then I'll quickly just paint in this light blue bit. Again, this is just purely stylistic. This is just so that there's a bit of contrast on the bowstring and you can kind of see what you're doing. So maybe just like that, like that. Like that, okay. Then similarly here. Like that. Like that. Doesn't have to be super precise. And then I do a little white dash on either side of the center. Again, I have no real justification why. It's just a style thing. Cool. Merge those down, save it, and I guess just check it out real quick, just to make sure that it does look okay. I haven't made any goofs. That's a slightly evil-looking bow. It is a slightly evil-looking bow. I mean, I could color shift it too. I think purple tends to read as a little bit more like the cool colors tend to read, I guess, more evil, versus warm colors tend to read more good. I just ripped the palette off of the the skeleton's focus weapon. Oops. Yeah, that's another thing too, Chad. Is I know we've given unique art and unique names to all the unique items, but do they have unique stats? Let me take a look at that real quick. Let me commit my changes here real quick. Yeah, let's go. Let's actually get to my repository. Delver. There we go. Oh, come on. Cool, yeah. That's what I thought. So we get pull. Ooh, Chad, you've been working. You've done some work since the last time I synced, which was a little bit before the stream. Cool. I'm gonna take a peek and see what you've been working on. Gotcha. Yeah. That makes sense. Blocking Geninfo spawns on some markers like stairs. Yeah, I guess we don't really want Geninfos on top of markers. That doesn't necessarily make sense sometimes. Maybe, or if you're special casing like the stairs and stuff, that makes more sense. Yeah. Highlighted buttons. Yeah, it looks good. I'll do a more in-depth change review. Again, lifesteal is not possible, Tengu. We've talked about this before. I mean, if Chad wants to work on it, he can, but I don't know if it's just like an easy thing to do within our engine right now. And I think I want to look at the armor. And right now, the Rithorian armor set just gives you 1 point of armor. So let's look at yeah. So this is my items here. So if I look at plate mail. Armor 9. Jeweled plate mail is armor 11. So maybe something like. So this is armor 9, and it's a move speed of -3. So maybe something like maybe armor 7 or 8 and no move penalty. Maybe 7 and no move penalty might be nice. Let's look at the move penalty for the armor. We should go up to the next category. We have scale mail armor 5. We have plate mail armor 9. Steel armor. This is 5 and a -2 move speed. So 7 and no might be good. My only concern with that, Chad, is as long as we can make the lifesteal work both ways, I would be happy to do it. So if the enemies could use it on the player versus and the players use it on the enemy, because I want to try to keep that tenet of roguelikeness as much as we can, where the player is not special. So armor 8, move -3. Armor 7, move -2. Yeah, there's been lots of commits. I guess I could just check real quick since the beginning of the project. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like 3,300 commits, something like that. Couple. Yeah, so I'm gonna do. It's gonna be kind of like chainmail, but without the penalties, I guess. That's kind of, or I could make it armor 5 with a defense bonus of 2. That would be okay. I'm trying to think of how to make this interesting. Because there's no difference between having the defensive bonus. I don't know if there's any reason to not. Yeah. Thorian breastplate. So say armor 7. Maybe 6 is more appropriate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just gonna ballpark it. So like 6 for this, 4 for that. Does the unique armor scale per level? It's an interesting question, I suppose. 4. Maybe make it 5. It's a big shield. No, that's just from the beginning of all time, Dakota. Okay, so that should be all right. That actually makes it pretty powerful. I just want to check real quick to see if we scale. Chad, do we scale armor based on player level for uniques when they're dropped? I would like to think we do, but I'm not entirely for certain how robust that system is. So I'm just gonna test it real quick. Like better durability, yeah. That's actually a good way to differentiate. I think from what I've noticed playing in game, that armor rarely ever breaks. Hey Javier, thanks for stopping in, man. How are things? Level up. So speed and K. Uniques and Rithorian helm. 5 armor, which I think that is better than, I think I set it to 4 in here, right? Cool. So does it just linearly scale? So level up, magic, and then K. Let me think. Uniques, Rothorian Helm. Yeah, it looks like it just linearly scales, which is pretty cool. So then, yeah, maybe. Yeah. So all the cards are finished now, Javier, which is cool. Yeah, let me see if I can show them in game real quick. Level up. Yeah, so speed, attack, agility. Again, I have different symbols trying to indicate different things. So, speed. Okay. Speed, agility, and magic. Again, yeah, I think that they turned out all right. Again, they're 3-color pixel art, and it's kind of quick and sketchy, so I think it works well for like hand-drawn cards. Cool. Yeah, so I think. Yeah, I like the little bits of color you added there, Chad. It's nice. It warms up the overall UI, which I like. Yeah, I guess because these scale, I'm gonna dip them down just one more, and call it good. Potentially because these could be really powerful if you're several levels into it and you find it. There we go. I don't want it to be overpowered, but like they should always be good when you find them. Is kind of the idea with the uniques. Cool. Yep, they do not have a negative speed mod. Also, yeah, Chad suggested also making the durability much more increased. So, what is the durability for just for armor? 25. So I could make it 50. Just make it double the normal amount of armor. Again, like I said, I rarely see armor actually break. So that is default. Okay. Yep. Let me just commit that because I git status. Git add dot git commit proving Arthurian armor not more armor durability. Oh yeah, it's been a very productive stream. It's always nice to get a few things done. I think another thing I had recalled, I think Javier maybe brought it up once, is I think when magic items break, they don't lose their shader, which I think is correct. Let me test it out real quick, I suppose. Typically though, yeah. So yeah, typically they also have really high durability too. So let's just look at weapon on broken. Here we have the shader. The shader is a magic item. So if shader is null, I think I can probably just set this to null then if we break on broken. So on broken prefix enchantment, audio enchantment, reduce the reach, and this that shader. No, is that Will this work? Do I have to do anything fancy as far as get shader, set shader? Let me look. Is there? Sure. Where is this overwriting? So the entity has a get shader. Is there a set shader? There's not. Okay. No. I like interacting with chat. I think that's part of the appeal. So please, let's look at Lucky Dagger. The durability is super high. I think it's the most durable item in the entire game. For the time being, let's just knock that down to 1. I don't think it has a. Should it have a shader on it? Say shader magic item, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Magic dash item. Let's give that a whirl. What is the size of the tarot cards? Image size 90 by 140. Yeah, I just used whatever Chad threw my way. Play. And we are testing the Lucky Dagger. Lucky Dagger, when we spawn it, should have. Yep, it has the little magic-y glow thing to it. Should we have a shader for uniques or not? I don't know. So that should be 1 hit or 2 hits should make it, I think, worn. Yeah, and then another 2 hits should make it broken. And yeah, that removed the shader off of it. Yeah, that's always nice. Right now, Tengu is very likely they don't do anything. Like I said, a lot of the unique stuff just has art and names, and that's about it. Yeah, so that worked. Quit. Cool. And then we think I need armor. Unbroken. Will be this prefix enchantment, and this shader is null. I think that should work. Chad, can you back me up? Maybe. If not, I can't think of a really. Can I? I think I can just manually break armor by throwing it. Let's try that. So let's undo all these changes. The Lucky Dagger is the highest durability item in the game. And then let's go down to where's our good old buddy, the Rethorian Helm. So unique true. Let's make a durability of 1 and say shader type magic item. Hey, Stigander. Yeah, pixel art. Yep. Were you the gentleman at the meetup last night? I can't recall. Your name looks familiar. But I could be wrong. Okay, so this is the magic item. Let's see if it actually breaks. At least I was doing pixel art at the top of the stream, and now I'm doing some programmy, developy stuff. Yeah, so this is my game Delver. It's a procedurally generated dungeon crawler with chunky pixel graphics, and I am the art guy for it. Okay, cool. So there's our broken dagger. I'm gonna throw it up there because your throw distance is still pretty crazy. Let's spawn in the Rethorian Helm, and I should be able to. Oh crap! I have too many of these now. Let's. Oh man. Yeah, let's just get rid of them all. So let's do this. You go up there, and this one. There we go, off into the sky. Let's do. Yeah, take care, Amazonix. I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to see you in chat. Uniques, Rethorian Helm, and I should be able to break stuff by throwing it against a wall. That should reduce the damage, or that should reduce the durability of any item, I believe. It should. Or do I need to attack it directly? Because I think on other items it does. And I think it was cracking people up at the demo. Yeah, because you could attack the candle, now it's a worn candle, which is hilarious. Yeah, this just isn't... I thought that would... that should be lowering the durability, I thought. Maybe the durability system works differently on armor. Yeah, this, let me do it real quick. Yeah, it's written in Java and uses the libgdx framework. But all of our data is defined in JSON, so it makes it really mod friendly as far as defining content. Yep, sure thing. You are welcome. Okay, so I know we have the junk. What is the junk items actually? What are they? Junk. Item type of junk. Trouble. It's just a Trouble sprite. I thought this junk. Let me fire open the editor. Is it Trouble? Is that all that is? No. Candle is an item. It's a decoration item. Okay. Okay, decoration item, extends item. So it looks like this is it's not it itself is not in charge of damaging itself. Look at usages. Not in the editor. In player. Trying to think. Get play charge, so attack. Do attack. Activate explosion. Weapon to attack. Weapon to attack. I'm trying to think of how is the armor actually getting hurt? So was used gets invoked, and that decreases the durability. Use armor. Where is this used? Okay, so this is it's part of the damage roll, I suppose. Is I think so. This is for the enemies, I believe. The enemies use this method because they do random damage. So if they hit, then potentially use up the player's armor. Okay, I have 5 minutes left. I'm just gonna play a little bit. I can mull over that stuff, but it seems like I have the shader stuff working reasonably well. Again, Chad, if I've done something terrible with the way I'm handling that shader stuff, please let me know. Yeah, I'm just gonna play some Delver for the next 5 minutes, and feel free to ask questions. And then I'll get back to my day, and you can get back to your day. We can high five and be back tomorrow. Cool. All right, let's do this. So let's suicide real quick, and we'll start a new run, and then we'll see how far I get. Yeah, I think it's a dodge chance slash miss chance. Again, Tengu, the unique item, the amulets and rings don't do anything. Like a lot of the unique work has just been setting stuff up, right? Like we did the art, we got the names, and now we're adding implementation for them. It could be that. I don't know. You talk to Chad about that one. Or maybe your, I don't know, like your current speed. That makes sense. So if you're wearing lots of armor, you're less likely to dodge because you're slow. Like your calculated speed. That might make more sense. Yeah, that's probably better than what I have now. A little bit more reach. Do that. Agility is pretty good already. It gives you a faster weapon swing. It allows you to move faster while charged, and it gives you more bows and stuff. I think that's just a case of us just fudging in the players' players' behalf, just to let them have a little bit more survivability. Okay, so yeah, let's do agility, because that will help me swing my mace faster, which is good. Okay, I think he was. Oh, arrow bomb. Okay, I think I could hoover that up, and then we could hit somebody in the face with an arrow bomb, and that will be fun. Are people in here? Yes, there are people in there. Missed him. That is a problem with the arrow bombs. Is even though it does shoot arrows in all directions, there's no guarantee that it will hit somebody. Because yeah, I guess he got lucky in the fact that the arrows just kind of all shot around him and sticking to the walls and all that good stuff. But ooh, I think that's way better than what I have. 2 to 4, 6 to 8. Yes, take that one. Yeah. So now I have plenty of arrows. This is a dead end. Let's try going this way. Yeah, knock him into the water. He can go sleep there for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep going this way, I suppose. Right. Yep, I'll scoop up this stuff because it's useful. Ooh, tempting. Yeah, let's put it on our head without knowing what it does. That sounds fine. How deadly would it be if you replaced the arrows with fireballs or even the spread magic missile? What do you mean? Oh, like in the trap? Yeah, so the bombs are interesting because they can spawn in anything. So the bombs will do an explosion, and alternatively they can spawn in another item. So what I'm doing there with the arrow bomb is I have a group that they spawn, and this group is just a bunch of arrows in a circular pattern with predefined velocities. And it just spawns that group into the world, and then they do their thing. So yeah, bombs are flexible in that you can have them create almost anything. That's how like the fire bomb works and the arrow bomb works. It's a fun little hook. In hindsight, I would have added that hook almost everywhere because like being able to just randomly spawn in entities is super powerful. Okay, let's speed and agility. Move fast, hit fast. Okay, there's our little buddy. Yeah, let's snag this candle, right? There's always use for a candle. Let's go ahead and put that in our offhand. Cool, and let's go down to next level in dungeon. You certainly could make a treasure bomb, Dakota. That is a thing you could do. Like when I say you could spawn anything, you can. Like I made a recursive bomb that crashes the game because it spawns in like multiple bombs, which is cute, but due to the geometric progression of the spawning, like it is not sustainable. Nice. Oh, that guy is tough. Oh my goodness. Oh, chain reactions. Can you knock him back in there? Nope, not enough time. Yeah, a little chain reaction of bombs going on. Hey, Rick Dreesen. How about arrow bombs shoot more arrows so it guarantees more efficiency? I thought about that. The trick right now is that might be okay. Right now I have the arrows like in as tight of a cluster as I can without them colliding against each other, and I could only fit in the 8. I might play around with that. I can't remember if the arrow break chance. I think the arrow break chance is. I'm not sure if it's just a property on each individual arrow, or if it is just a property in general of arrows. If that makes sense. Okay, that did not help. Do I have? Yeah, I have something to get me out of this mess. Hey, Tyreek, how the heck are you, sir? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Let's do this. There we are. Knocked him off his feet. Zapped him so hard. Yeah, let's go this way. I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, I love the fact that you can throw everything now. So yeah, I definitely, whenever I run out of shots with my wand, I will always throw it because that feels nice. There we go. Cool. Oof, streaming non-game dev stuff related. Are you gonna do like an IRL stream, or what are you thinking, Tyreek? Dr. Eagle says, can you make some more arrows spawn in a way that are more or less guaranteed to hit someone? Not really, because like the way you spawn stuff in is they just have a global transform, and you can't really give them direction when you spawn them. At least with the current system, the current system has no concept of direction. It just spawns stuff at a given point. Okay, sort of dev related, but not actual literal game dev. Oh yeah, Nano Jinmo, is that the? So is it similar to like NaNoWriMo, where NaNoWriMo is was it National Write a Novel in a Month Week, and then Nano Jinmo is you write something to generate a novel. If I recall correctly, yeah, I'm getting my booty kicked. Crap. The bomb. Oh, I didn't throw the bomb correctly, did I? There we go. Bomb for your face. Hey, buddy. Bandit meat. The sweetest kind of meat. Yeah, one of my viewers, Brum, is working on his own first-person dungeon crawly game, and he implemented a little detail that whenever it drops an item, it names it after the thing that dropped it. So the first thing he found was bandit meat, and he posted a little screenshot of it, which I thought was awesome. Oh, yeah, I got some chain reactions going on with these potions. Oh man, I'm having a rough time of things. Let's just focus on getting out of here, and then whenever I hit the next stairs or die, I'll call it a stream. Ah, no! Why did I do that? Oh no. Oh no. That was bad.
Hello?
Okay. Let's not kill ourselves. Not intentionally, anyways. Okay. Yeah. I should probably turn down the blast radius on this. I keep saying that and never do it because it's just so hard to use. It's so overpowered. 11 to 14 two-handed. I'll keep my one-handed item. My one-handed mace is good for me right now. Yeah, National Novel Writing or Generation Month. Yeah, we should be releasing, hopefully, like, so Thanksgiving is our code complete date. So after Thanksgiving, we're not putting in any new features. It's only bug supports after that. So we're getting dangerously close to being in a position where we can release it, which is really exciting. Definitely nerve-wracking, but it's also good to have like a line drawn in the sand to know when we're done with it. Ooh, iron pot. Yeah. Oh, and I broke my thingy. Do I have anything better? This will work. Iron sword of the arcane. There we go. Steak. Delicious blob steak. This way? Maybe? Yeah, thanks, Tyreek. Yeah, don't feel bad. I still have yet to give Catacomb Kids a really good run. Maybe after I ship Delver, I'll take some time to play some of the games I've been meaning to play for a while. Howdy, newcomer. Or tribute 32 ounces. Nice. Oh, more enemies. Just what I needed. Yeah, that has exploded the whole room. Ooh, 2 magic bows. That's a really good magic bow, actually. Oh no, purple slime. Or pink red slime. So the red slimes have a 45% chance of splitting in 2, which means they might double forever, but in worst case scenarios, I've seen them get up to 8, and I haven't seen them get any higher than that. There we go. Cool. Oh, yeah, so let's go ahead and equip our fancy bow. Or we could throw it. That's a thing you can also do. Okay. Do I need to go? Yeah, I have not been this way yet. The name of this game is Delver. It is a procedural dungeon crawler made by me and the other person in chat named Cuttigan. We are a 2-person team working on this thing, trying to get it finished up and in a good state. Trying to ship the darn thing. I do the art. The 2D, 3D art is me. I do some level design, some programming. We are a small team. We do lots of, there's lots of overlap as far as responsibility and the stuff that we do. Cool, so I think this is a good enough place to call it. I am over time, like always, so hopefully you folks don't mind too much. Let me think. Yeah, let's plug the game again, I guess. That's what this is all about, is finishing up my game. It's Delver Game. You can find it behind my head here at delvergame.com. It is a procedural dungeon crawler with fantasy first-person shooter and roguelike elements. We are currently at the low price of $7.99 in early access on Steam. We are danger close to being ready to release the final version. When we do release the final version, we will be raising the price at least to $9.99, potentially higher after release. Not entirely for certain on those details. You can follow me here on Twitch or on Twitter using under the name Joshua Skelly. I tend to use that pretty much everywhere. I am also a Twitch affiliate, so if you want to subscribe to me, that would mean a lot to me. It's kind of like a tip jar. If you think what I do is interesting or entertaining, or you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing. Speaking of that, I have, I think, a dozen wonderful, lovely, with flowing locks subscribers. In no particular order, they are The Stone Compass, CV Ops, Fifth Elephant, Shambler Knot, Dr. Kegel, Nixrod, New Obj, Louis Carl Actual, Neil Slichter, Smith, Glass Casket TV, and Drakenson. Those are my subscribers. They get a little bit of special treatment. They get the old pixel steak, They get a little private channel on the Discord server, all that jazz. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, so it's Thursday at noon. I will be doing more Delver work. Trying to get, like, I just have a tiny little bit of art left. Looking over here, like, I think I just have this one ring left to do. And then after that, I can, like, freestyle a little bit, and then we'll be done with Delver. So yeah, so just a handful of these streams left to do. All right, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for showing up.